Good morning, everyone. Welcome to VEDA Day 22. I am just sitting here chilling. It's been a busy morning. I've been doing stuff for so long. It's already late afternoon. Just realized I haven't eaten today. So I made myself gluten-free breakfast burritos. Check these out here. And yeah, so just chilling. Kiwi's talking up a storm over there. But I thought I'd say, hey, hope you guys are having a good day today. And let's get the day started, shall we?
Knoxville, Tennessee. I don't come from money. My family don't got a lot of money. I'm just chasing paper. My boss is rich. Everybody hates her. I just think it's funny how fast I'm clocking out after the day is done. You're standing there like you don't know what to do. I don't know what's wrong with you. I'm out of here. I've been on my feet since 9 and I'm tired. I leave after 9 to 5. I don't like the way my boss just looked at me, but to make me do something, I'm out of here. And I only took this job to get by. I leave after 9 to 5. Ain't nothing changed. My boss is bringing the drama. Hurry up, come Friday, day. I can't stand this job. Oh, today find something better. Gonna be on my way. Come 4:30. The only thing I'm thinking about is I'm gonna be off my feet. Yeah.
Hey everyone, end of the night for me. Been a busy day, working, putting my my latest article for The Gamer together, doing other work, and editing. Not much going on besides that. It's been a busy day. Robin's rolling around. Let's see if I can catch him. Hey Robin. Are you being cute? So yeah, right now, just relaxing, chilling, finally at the end of the night. I did want to talk a little bit about, as you guys probably saw from the title, one of the freakiest conspiracy theories I've ever read. I don't talk about it all the time, but I love conspiracy theories, even though I take all of them with a grain of salt and believe most of them can be explained and are just flat out silly. There are some that are very interesting and that I tend to think are more plausible. However, those theories have always been based in more scientific fact. So when I first read or heard about this conspiracy theory, I saw it on Shane Dawson's channel. It's one of his latest conspiracy theory videos. And in that video, he discusses a brand new Donald Trump theory that is really interesting. So according to him, and I've since verified that this was an actual article on Huffington Post, and that the books mentioned in this conspiracy theory are listed within the Library of Congress. So these are real books. They weren't made up for this conspiracy theory. There's a series of books by a 19th century writer whose main character was named Baron Trump, and his mentor was Don, short for Donald, I'm assuming. So that's weird enough. These books are credited to Ingersoll Lockwood, a lawyer who dabbled in fantasy fiction. And I'm reading this off of the Huffington Post article now. He wrote a book called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, as well as several other books featuring Baron Trump. And the coincidences, according to this article, go beyond the character's name, which is just one letter off from Donald Trump's youngest son, Baron. In this book featuring Baron Trump, Baron is a wealthy young man living in a place called Castle Trump. But his real adventure begins when his mentor Don, nicknamed the Master of All Masters, inspires him to travel to Russia, where he finds a portal that allows him to travel to other lands. Now, that in itself is really strange and really creepy. But up until that point, it could be, if you really stretch it, it could be a coincidence. Like, really stretch it. That's a lot of things to have be a coincidence, but you can still stretch it to like rationalize that, okay, these are all just coincidences. But that same author who wrote these Baron Trump fantasy books wrote a pamphlet in 1896 called The Last President. Okay, this doesn't feature Baron Trump, but does parallel things that are happening right now. It begins in New York City, which is up in arms over the election of an outsider candidate, a candidate who put himself out there as not a politician, a man of the people, sounding familiar with someone who's now our president. The people of New York City are causing uproar in the upper portions of the city, and the rich are sitting paralyzed with a nameless dread. Mobs of vast size are organizing under anarchists and socialists, and are threatening to plunder and despoil the houses of the rich who have wronged and oppressed them for so many years. And a lot of people could sit there and say this is sounding very familiar with riots and the protests going on right now between the people who are feeling, discriminated against and wronged by the rich white men who have power right now. Now, the other thing I heard in Shane Dawson's video, I haven't found anything on this in the article yet, but apparently the last president, lives in New York City in this tower on like 5th Avenue or something, and the spot that the writer says this president lives in is the same exact spot in modern day New York where Trump Tower sits. That, okay, to me, just speaking scientifically, those are way too many coincidences, in my opinion. There's too many things lined up in a row to just sit there and say that's all a coincidence. Now, theory, and this is going more into science fiction realm, but again, science fiction is only fiction until it's proven as a fact, and I don't think we, as the human race, have discovered everything that there is to discover about science in the world and the universe. So I think there's still things to discover. According to this theory, a man named John Trump, who was part of the Trump family, reportedly had access to the papers of Nikola Tesla, who was researching time travel at the time, and somehow this enabled him to go back in time, or to go forward in time, and arrange for Donald Trump to win the 2016 election. I'm not sure about that, but it wouldn't surprise me if time travel was possible that someone would do that. This is the freakiest conspiracy theory I've read in a long time, just because, like I said, looking at this scientifically, those are way too many things to be considered a coincidence, especially with the names, the plot points, the places, all lining up with things happening now. How would someone over 100 years ago know things like that? I mean, these are specific details. These aren't broad terms at all. So, really interesting to think about. So, I'll leave that for you guys today. Thank you for watching this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this conspiracy theories, and would you like to see me discuss other conspiracy theories in future videos? Leave your comments down below. And if you did enjoy this video, I hope you'll give my channel a subscribe. I'd love to have you guys be a part of the VEDA Nation. And if you do subscribe, hit that bell button. You'll get a notification every time I upload a brand new video if you do so. Thanks for hanging with me today, guys. Remember, Keep hashtag hope alive, and I'll see you next time for a brand new video.